Chapter 568. At this moment, someone shouted from outside, "Guys, Mr. Carl is here. Quick, get two young men to help carry him up the stairs." Trump finally breathed a sigh of relief and urged Alex, "Hurry, go and help." Alex nodded. Paul said to Joey as well, "You too. We old folks are not as strong as the youngsters, we can't do it anymore." "Okay," Joey nodded and walked out the door with Alex. As they walked down the stairs, the supercilious Joey walked ahead of Alex and didn't bother to even bat an eye at him. Alex couldn't be bothered either. This bugger and his company wouldn't survive after today anyway. He just needed to find the best timing to deliver the fatal blow. Extreme joy spawned extreme sadness, and that was the worst blow a man could get. Joey hadn't reached extreme joy yet. They arrived downstairs and saw an 80-something-year-old man with white hair sitting in a wheelchair and looking up at the old school building. A middle-aged man was standing next to him. He smiled when he saw Alex and Joey, and he said, "Hi, thank you for your help. I'm sorry for the bother, but I really can't carry him up the stairs. The lecture building is so old, there isn't even an elevator installed. My dad always wanted to come back to school to have a look after he retired, but because of his legs, he can't go anywhere." The old man laughed. "Well, you watch over me like a mother hen just because you don't want me to move a muscle. I can climb up there myself if I want to." This tickled his son's laughing bug, and he laughed along with his father as he said, "Father, you've been teaching at the university for your whole life. Aren't you bored of the campus?" Mr. Carl shook his head with a warm smile on his face and said righteously, "Teaching and educating people is a lifelong mission." His son smiled helplessly and said, "Okay, fine. We'll fulfill your wish today and let you give your old students a lesson." Alex listened in awe and respect. These older generation educators saw their occupation more than just a job, but a lifetime career, a faith. There was a trace of disdain that flashed across Joey's face, but he remained expressionless and said, "Let's go, everyone is waiting." Then, he looked at Alex and urged, "Hey, come and give me a hand." Alex replied without even looking back at him, "I'd rather do it by myself than work with a clumsy person like you. I don't want Mr. Carl to fall and hurt himself." "What? Are you sure you can do it alone?" Joey glared at him in disbelief. Ignoring him, Alex walked behind the wheelchair, stretched his arms on the wheels, and grabbed them firmly. Then, he lifted the wheelchair as if he was a forklift and walked up the stairs steadily. To begin with, Alex's physical strength was extraordinary. Also, he had taken 2 of the rejuvenating pills a few days ago after he had made them, and his physical strength had improved greatly. It was nothing to him if he had to carry a much heavier load, let alone an old man in a wheelchair. Joey was astonished, yet, he shrugged happily since he could save his energy without having to lift the old man. He followed behind them and said with a grin, "Hey, tough guy. Since you're so strong, you can work at the construction site carrying bricks and concrete. I have a friend who is in the construction industry, would you like me to introduce him to you?" Alex looked back at him and asked with a smile, "Oh, do you want to carry bricks and concrete at the construction site?" "I meant you," Joey growled contemptuously. Alex chuckled. "Okay, good to know that you've made an arrangement for yourself. So, I'll let you work at a construction site for 20 years, what do you think?"